Good morning, students. Today we are discussing about the deficiency diseases and their symptoms what is the deficiency diseases? We already discussed in our last previous classes. Okay, deficiency diseases means diseases which can be caused by the lack of essential nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, etc. Okay, if there is a nutrients lack of that nutrient, then we are having a disease, that is the deficiency diseases, and most of these deficiency diseases are generally occurring from childbirth. Okay, here I made one table. Some more nutrients are left, which we are discussing in coming soon. Okay, coming time. So the lack of food components, lack of food components. So in the lack of food components, we are just included the nutrients like vitamins, minerals, salts, and roughage, and different type of our carbohydrates, proteins. Okay. So first is our carbohydrates. So the disease name is marasmus. Disease name is marasmus. So if carbohydrates are not proper in our diet, then we may can get with the disease that is name is marasmus. That is name is marasmus. And what are the other symptoms if we are suffering from this diseases? Then what are the main other symptoms we can see in any body? That is growth is stopped. It means the general body growth is generally stopped, and body thin. Body are generally in thin and structure, and weak and general weak, and loss of energy and stamina. It means we are not having a proper energy to do any work, and also we are not having a stamina to continue to do some work, next is our proteins. If it means in our diet, if there is a lack of protein, then we are having a disease name is kwashiorkor, and swollen stomach. It means just stomach only swollen, full of one. Okay, and thin legs and ugly skin. It means skin are not in good to see, and thin legs. Next is fats. It means the diseases are generally from the fats are marasmus, and fats are not in proper amount, then itchy and fatigue and dry skin. It means not fatigue, it means थकी हुई सी, और itchy it means जो खींची हुई दरारें सी जो होती है, and dry skin यानी सूखी सी skin. Okay, so and joint pain and depression and inability to concentrate. It means our brain tissues are not perfectly able to concentrate on particular things. It means maybe on the study, or maybe on proper any games and sports and like that. So depression it means not having too much courage to do some work, or not having a proper energy. Okay, like condition in the depression. It means from mind side or from the brain side, we are not active. It means the inactive form of our brain, and inability to concentrate. Inability to concentrate means for any study or for any things or for any activities, we are not just concentrate on our work. Next is 4 number, vitamin A. Night blindness. Night blindness means in the night time we cannot see the properly to objects. Okay, it means objects cannot be seen by us properly. That is known as night blindness. Dryness of skin, improper vision. Improper vision means not a proper vision. It means we cannot visually we cannot see anything properly in the dim light or night time. And infections, maybe sometime eyes having some infections. Next is vitamin B. Disease name is beriberi. Loss of appetite. It is indigestion position. Heart abnormalities. Heart are not working properly. Sometimes it means there is some time of pain, or actually related to climatic condition also. So heart abnormalities not working properly. And you know about for our blood circulatory system, we need a proper regulations and controls of heart on our circulatory system. It means on our blood. Now the pale skin, not good to see skin. It is pale like dark skin. Irritations means we are just irritating from the irritation of eyes. It means every time we are just irritating, feeling like irritation. It means some type of like we are doing every time this way. So this is the loss due to the lack of nutrients of the vitamin B, and the name of diseases is name of vitamin A. Name of diseases is night blindness and infections also. It means the eye there is the infections also, and that is the vitamin A. And now we are seeing vitamin B. It means beriberi. The disease name: loss of appetite, hard abnormalities, pale skin, irritation of eye, and headache. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, and the headache problem, you know about that, the pain in our head. So these are the symptoms of our body symptoms due to the lack of vitamin B. The name of disease is beriberi. Next is sixth number, vitamin C. Vitamin C means scurvy. Scurvy is the name of diseases: bleeding gums from the teeth sides or from the gums. Okay, jaws, there is some bleeding situations, and poor appetite, not proper digestions, and skin disorders. Some skin disorders, it means irritation of skin or maybe some skin infections also on that time. So these are the symptoms of vitamin C. Next is vitamin D, which we are getting from the strengthening of bone from the sunlight. It means 20 minutes to 30 minutes sun bath is a proper nourishment or proper amount we can get of vitamin D from the sunlight. Okay, so the disease name is rickets. Disease name is ricket. Soft bones. Bones are soft. It means generally break in some easy things. Okay, when they are just fall down, or then also the bones are generally broken. A pigeon chest, it means just a pigeon chest. Pigeon chest means just not a relaxed form, just stretched form. There is a chest. Knock knees means a sound of knees, from the knees. Sometimes the sound is coming from the knock like, and bow legs means twisted legs. Okay, so this is the symptoms of this vitamin D. Second is vitamin E. Reproductive disorder means any human beings are not capable to make a reproduction, or maybe the reproductive disorders. Okay, and damaged skins and premature aging. Means in the small age we are just looking like older age. Okay, old age. And lung problems means lungs diseases also can sometimes we can happen with this vitamin E, lack of vitamin E. Next is vitamin K. Hemorrhage condition. Hemorrhage means just bleeding of blood. Sometimes when we are getting any injury from any accidental case or like that, then continuously excessive bleeding is the case of death, on the chance of death that time, and that's the known as hemorrhage. So excessive bleeding from any injury, maybe from head, or maybe from hands, or like from that is known as hemorrhage. It means continuously bleeding. Then the blood are not sufficient amount be present after that in our body. That's why the completely loss of blood during that injury. So these are the some food components due to which these are the diseases can be happen, and these are the symptoms through which disease can be happen. Okay, so next we are writing here. Okay. Now our 10 number is iron, and deficiency disease name is anemia. A person look pale and tired, loss of appetite. Tired means thaka hua sa, and loss of appetite means indigestion position. Okay, so a person look pale and tired, loss of appetite. Next is iodine. We are just getting this iodine from the salt, and the disease name is goiter. It is here of disease. Enlarged thyroid glands in the neck. So here it is a thyroid and parathyroid glands are there, and enlargement, it means just a swollen part here it is. Okay, so this is the disease name is goiter. Next is the disease the deficiency of calcium. calcium which is the most made up of bones, which is made up of calcium and phosphorus. So rickets, also vitamin D is helpful for the bone strengthening, and calcium also for that. So same type of disease name is rickets. Soft and bent bones, loss of teeth and enamel. Enamel is the hardest substance out of the cover of our teeth, okay, tooth. And this enamel are the hardest, and after that the food we are not generally using the brushing on the time twice the daily, then the enamel are just degradation and decomposed, and it is soft to touch, and after that it is too much sensitive to cold and hot drinks. That's why the rickets are the diseases, loss of teeth and enamel. So generally our loss of teeth and enamel only due to the deficiency of this calcium. So to make the strength to bones and teeth, we generally use vitamin D, calcium and phosphorus. Okay. So next is phosphorus, decay of tooth and erosion of bones. Same problems. Okay. Same are happening here. So decay of tooth and erosion of bones. Erosion of bones means continuously degradation of bones. Bones are continuously going to be weaker after each and every time. So weak bones and teeth, weak bones and teeth, weak bones and teeth. Sodium, tiredness means thake hue. Muscle cramps means when the loss of water and you are doing continuously the physical activity, and due to some cramps for temporarily comes on that particular tissue level where is a anaerobic respiration is going on. It means there is a lack of water. So for some time there is a muscle cramps, and that is the sodium. So the salt plus sweet water can decrease this muscle cramp, tiredness. You know about that glucon D you generally use when you are tired after physical activity. So glucon D generally contains the sodium, it means the salts level, and which can continue to the muscles, and these cramps will be reduced. Now the potassium paralysis, weak muscles of the body. So potassiums are generally the nutrients. If in the lack of this potassium, generally we can be a patient of paralysis. In paralysis, our half body works, or sometimes some organs or body organ systems are not properly working, and weak muscles of the body, and due to that our body muscles are generally weak. Now the fluorine tooth decay. Sometimes you know about that fluoride water. Fluoride water means the water contain the fluorine. Tooth decay, generally the tooth decay, same time, okay, tooth decay. Tooth are continuously decaying. Decaying means degradations. They are continuously going to be a weaker. So weakness of teeth and gums. And last is that chlorine means pyrrhia, problems related to digestion and heart activity. So sometimes if chlorine in the chloride form, if we are not getting, okay, then generally we can get from the sodium in the NaCl form. When we are getting the salt, it means NaCl, we can recharge the sodium and chlorine level in our body. So pyrrhia, the name of diseases or the problems, and problems related to digestion and heart activity. Problems in relation to heart and digestive activity. Okay, thank you.